Let's draw drums. Welcome to the drum edition of GoGoMachRocketSheep. We're going to draw easy, medium, and hard mode drums. But before we get to that, let's take a look at the drawings that you sent in last week. In easy mode, we're just going to draw one drum, and it's going to be a 3D cylinder, so we'll draw a snare drum. So you start with an oval, like so. Very good. Then you bring it down, little line on each side of your oval, and you connect it again through a little circle, or through that half crescent, mirroring this angle, right? Then draw a little line down. Another little line down, and then we're going to draw another little, we're going to mirror this line again down here. Oops. Try to get that angle about the same. It's better. A little line down, and there we go. Like that. Okay, now up here. Alright, so then we have the rim. This here is the rim of the drum, and then we need to draw the skin, and you can just draw that like that. There we go. Okay, so then we're going to draw a little rectangle here, and then a rectangle here, and then one in between, like so. Okay, there we go. And draw a little bump here, bump here, bump here, bump here, bump here. Same over here. And these are the tuning pegs of the drum, and they go to the bottom as well. Nice. Okay. And then there's a little hole. Actually, here, we'll put it here. Little circle, little hole for air to escape. And then there's the snare mechanism, which latches on over here. So just draw a little oval. And then over here, you're going to draw a little, it's a piece of plastic that kind of goes like this and attaches to the snare. And then a little snare release handle. Alright, so that is a basic, easy mode snare drum. My favorite thing about drawing in pencil and then inking afterwards is that it's easy to start with a simple shape, and you can add details and stuff like that with your ink after to make it look real nice. There's my easy mode snare. You can see that I started with a pretty basic cylinder, and then I just kept adding details until I was happy with it. Medium mode. Okay, for medium mode now we're going to draw a whole drum set, and we're going to kind of take some of those principles of drawing cylinders in 3D and then just add a bunch of them on top of each other. So you start with the bass drum, which is just a circle, and then you add another circle here, and you make that into a cylinder, right? So there we go. When you're drawing with pencil, make sure you sketch somewhat lightly so that it's easier to erase. Then you add a cylinder up here, so you start with a circle. This is going to be one of the high toms. Draw another oval, and then you connect them. And then you draw another tom over here, tom drum, so you tom-tom, draw an oval, connect them, and then they connect to the bass thing, and there's different ways of connecting them, but we're just going to keep it simple with a T-bar. There we go. Then we got a floor tom, which is going to be partially obscured by the kick drum, but you draw an oval, then you draw another oval, and you connect them, and then they got the legs like that. There we go. And then the kick drum also has legs, little legs that go out like this. Nice, okay. Then you add the snare drum, which, you know, is going to be a simpler version of what we had already done. I'll make it bigger so you can see. An oval, an oval, connect the lines, and a snare stand kind of looks like this. 1, 2, 3, and then it comes down, and then 1, 2, 3, like that. Okay, then you need the hi-hat, which is again an oval, like so, with a line through it, splitting it in half, and then it's got a tree, the line at the bottom, 1, 2, 3, and then a foot pedal comes out like this. And at the top, there's the hardware, like so. It kind of looks like the Space Needle in Seattle. Okay, then we're gonna add a ride cymbal, which is an oval you put over here by the tom, and then the stand. 1, 2, 3, and then a crash cymbal, which again, an oval, a lot of ovals, and then the stand. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So you can see we have a bunch of overlapping ovals and lines and whatnot. Oh, I guess we need a place for our drummer to sit too, a stool. I'll put it right here. I'm just gonna see the legs. It's a big mess of pencil lines, and what we gotta do now is ink it carefully, and when we ink it, we wanna choose which lines we're trying to emphasize on our mess, because you can always make a really messy pencil drawing and then clean it up with your ink, and then when you erase the pencil, it looks really nice and sharp. So that's why it's important to remember to draw in pencil really lightly, and then you can emphasize lines with your pen or with your marker or with your brush and your ink afterwards. There's my quick medium mode drum set built out of a bunch of different 3D cylinders. That looks okay. Hard mode. Now, in my humble opinion, drums are the coolest instrument that you can play, and the only thing that's cooler than playing a drum set is playing on a drum line. I don't know if you've ever been to like a sporting event and seen a drum line do the halftime show or something like that, but there is nothing cooler than a well-coordinated drum line, and so that's what I drew, a drum line member. All right, there's my hard mode drummer. I drew one of the Swiss top secret drum corps drummers because I think their uniforms are awesome and their drumming sounds amazing. If you've never had a chance to look it up on YouTube, you definitely should. The Swiss top secret drum corps. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. If you had a good time drawing along, please send me your drawings and I will put them in next week's video. So thanks, see you next time.